University of Memphis, welcome to the Michael D. Rose Theater. In the unlikely event of an emergency, please exit to your left or right, or through the doors through which you entered. Thank you.
Welcome and good evening to those who are here with us in the Michael D. Rose Theater, as well as those who may be streaming us with us at home. My name is Dr. Jeremy Whitaker. I have the pleasure of serving as the Assistant Dean for Nursing Students here at the Laurinburg College of Nursing within the University of Memphis. I'm honored this evening to serve as your MC for the Fall 2021 Convocation Ceremony for the Laurinburg College of Nursing. This evening, we're honoring our graduates from our baccalaureate and master's in nursing programs. And as we get started, I would first like to thank Mr. Adrian Gorku, who is our excellent pianist for this evening's event. Let's give him a round of applause if you don't mind. Thank you for your service. We're so happy to see all of you here with us this evening. It actually has been about 2 years since our last in-person convocation, which took place in December of 2019. Since that time, we have continued to honor our graduates, albeit virtually, throughout the COVID-19 pandemic, continuing our mission of providing exceptional, newly licensed RNs, new advanced practice nurses, new nurse executive leaders, and new nurse educators to our communities to promote health and health equity and make a difference in the lives and the patients and families that we serve. And for our LCON family, we must admit it has been anything but easy. The pandemic has greatly altered all of us, disrupting our educational endeavors, impacting family lives, and changing the landscape of healthcare to what we hesitate to call now our new normal. In recognition of all that we've been through throughout the past 2 years in the course of the pandemic, I would like for all of us to take a moment of silence to reflect on these last 2 years and to honor those we may love or we may have lost, whether due to COVID or other causes, including our very own Professor Joyce Collier, who unfortunately passed away recently on November 14th. So if you guys don't mind, can we please take a moment of silence for our loved ones? Thank you. As well, we would like to recognize our students and their guests who are veterans or may be currently serving in the U.S. military. Will you please stand and be recognized? Let's give them a round of applause. Thank you for your service. At this time, it is my pleasure to welcome the Interim Dean of the Laurinburg College of Nursing, Dr. Larry Slater.
Thank you so much, Dr. Whitaker. Esteemed faculty, colleagues, administration and staff, students, and family and friends, it is a tremendous honor to stand before you today as we celebrate our Fall 2021 graduates. As Dr. Whitaker said, it's been 2 years since we've been able to celebrate our graduates in person, and the excitement and energy among our students has been infectious leading up to tonight's event. I wanted to start by providing a quick history of our college, which is celebrating 54 years of leadership in nursing education. Nursing at the University of Memphis began in 1967 as an independent department offering an associate degree in nursing. In 1978, the department admitted the first students into its RN to BSN program. In 1984, the Department of Nursing was granted school status under the direction of its first dean, Dr. Norma Long. The William A. and Ruth F. Lowenberg Chair of Excellence in Nursing was established in 1998, which gave us the name at the time, which was the Lowenberg School of Nursing. In 1989, the School of Nursing admitted its first generic baccalaureate students, with the first class graduating almost 20 years ago in 1992. Under the direction of Dean Tony Bargagliotti in 2003, the School of Nursing initiated its MSN program with 3 concentrations: family nurse practitioner, nursing administration, and nurse educator. An executive MSN concentration was added in 2008. Under the direction of our immediate past dean, Dr. Lynn Zahn, over the last decade, the college saw our Lambeth campus admit its first nursing students in 2012, with that first cohort graduating in December of 2014. The school moved into its new home on the university's South Campus, the Community Health Building, in 2015. The school became the Lowenberg College of Nursing during the 2015-2016 academic year. The college launched a Doctor of Philosophy program in 2019, with our first graduates from that program expected in the academic year 2022-2023. The college has continued to grow and thrive during what we hope is the worst pandemic of our lifetimes. Throughout its great history, LCON has held fast to its core values of caring, diversity, integrity, and leadership, values that we work to instill in our graduates as they chart their forward nursing journeys. These core values bring the college's mission and vision to life while serving as a solid foundation, particularly during this time of pandemic education, for which our graduates have adeptly navigated with the tremendous effort and support of the faculty, staff, and administration of LCON and the university, as well as the family and friends, many of whom are here with us tonight or who are watching us live at home. This evening's celebration is about you, our graduates. Your courage, strength, and dedication during your nursing education has been inspirational. Your drive and perseverance have provided a new sense of pride in our work as nurse educators, but also a sense of urgency as we continue to build on our mission of providing accessible and innovative higher education to prepare leaders who promote health of our global community, particularly during these challenging times. We are proud of you, and we thank you from the bottom of our hearts for bringing joy to the work that we do. As such, I would like our graduates to once again briefly stand so that we can recognize you and give you a round of applause, and thank you for sharing your nursing education with us at the Lowenberg College of Nursing. Thank you. You may be seated. Since March of 2019, Dr. Thomas Neenan has served as Provost and Executive Vice President of the University of Memphis. Dr. Neenan is a productive and internationally recognized scholar of philosophy, an engaged and successful teacher at the graduate and undergraduate levels, and an experienced administrator who has served in several previous roles before his appointment as Provost. He was interim provost during the academic year 2012-2013 and served in the role of Dean of the College of Arts and Sciences from 2013 to 2019. Prior to that, he had been director of the Center for Humanities, associate vice provost for undergraduate programs, director of international programs, and vice provost for assessment, institutional research, and reporting. In those capacities, he has led the university's retention and graduation efforts, represented the university in the acquisition of the Lambeth campus, and served as co-leader of banner implementation and the process redesign initiative, among others. Dr. Neenan joined the university's philosophy department in 1985. A native Memphian, he earned a BA degree in philosophy from Regis College in Denver, an MA in philosophy from Boston College, and a PhD in philosophy from the Albert Ludwig Universität in Freiburg, Germany, where he also began his academic career as an instructor and an editor in the Husserl archive there, and I don't know if I was pronouncing that right. I was going to ask you. His areas of specialty are Kant and German idealism and phenomenology, with a special emphasis on the work of Edmund Husserl and of Martin Heidegger. It is now my honor to welcome to the podium our provost, Dr. Thomas Neenan, to provide our keynote address.
Well, thank you, Larry, for that kind introduction and very lengthy introduction. As one of the vice presidents noted as I was making a recent job change, it's pretty apparent that I can't keep a job. I am indeed still a philosophy professor, and I'll come back to that in a second. But first of all, welcome students. This is about you. And your, as Dean Slater said, your perseverance, your dedication, your hard work, and this as the celebration of that as you embark on a very important career. Thank you to the parents and friends that are here. I'm sure that your daughters, sons, spouses, and friends will testify that a big part of how they made it through this was with your support. So thank you for continuing that support and being here together. And thank you to the outstanding faculty that have guided them through this and have helped you join a group that is recognized across our region by so many healthcare professionals, patients, regular people, regulators, and everyone as the finest nurses any place around here. You have earned a reputation that I find all the time whenever I go out in the community and I say something that I'm at the university. And if I'm there, they will tell me. We had a recent visit by the last year by the heads of the nursing accrediting agencies and licensing agencies for the state, and they said this is the strongest college in the entire state, public or private. And so congratulations for joining that group of excellent nurses who are currently practicing and have earned that reputation with the help of their family, friends, and the faculty that have trained them that way. I hope it'll be a long time before I need you. You know, Larry talked a little bit about the values of the college and the values of these. As an observer, let me just say a few things about a couple of those. Choosing a profession as a caregiver, and especially as a medical caregiver, a caregiver in a medical city, talks about, and I'll just talk about three of them. One of them is compassion. You are serving others. I'm going to come back to that later, but you're serving others. And I'm sure that your training has helped you understand not only that you're doing a good job for the patients, but you understand that they are there as people, as human beings who need help. And you have dedicated your life to helping them, very often when some of the most challenging times they have. And so compassion means you've dedicated yourself to serving others. I'll come back to that, as I said. It means competence. You can only help if you have the skills. What you've been working on, in addition to being schooled into those values and socialized into those values that are around compassion, is you've learned to become competent. You've learned how to help, not just that you want to help, but that you are learning how to help. This will be a continuing process. You're in a field that keeps changing. So right now, as coming in new to the field, please let me advise you to ask. Keep asking, keep learning, keep getting even better so that you move from being now competent caregivers to excellent and experts in caregiving, something that only experience can give you over what you have already learned as that solid foundation. And finally, what COVID has brought out is something that we should have known all along, is the value of courage. COVID was not the first infectious disease. It's not the last infectious disease. It's not the only infectious disease. And so the courage where you realize you are putting yourself very often in a situation where your own health is something that you are putting at risk when you are dedicating yourself to helping others. So COVID made particularly clear how our caregivers in the healthcare are also, courage is a big part of what they do. The work that you do when you are actually saving lives or making important decisions for someone's health and welfare, there's a courage there too, that you will have. The more that you have the competence, the more that you have that compassion, then you will also have the confidence that gives you the courage to take responsibility to make appropriate decisions, as you also learn the skill of continuing to have humility. And whenever you're making an important decision, to listen to the patient, listen to what he or she is telling you about what they have, communicate that, but also to your experienced colleagues and others around you, because whenever you're making difficult decisions, they're better if you articulate them and work with others to make sure that this is indeed the right decision. And then you can move ahead and make those decisions, knowing whatever the outcome, that you've done the best you can in an area where all sorts of decisions never are made with certainty, but always with the humility that you're doing the best you can. I mentioned service, and so now you're going to get the philosophy, the talk here. It really is important. And I think it's a very, very important thing. It's something that probably in your profession you know. In a lot of ways, almost every profession done well serves somebody. You know, even if you're coming up with a product that makes somebody's life better, more pleasant, or easier, that's a service for them. If you're organizing a business and giving people jobs and helping them earn a livelihood and meeting a need, that's a service. But I think in nursing it becomes particularly clear, and there's a related field of medicine that Plato, the first person that wrote down an extensive set of texts that have made it down to us as philosophy, reflected on about 2,400 years ago. In the very first book of Plato's Republic, which is the first thing that has a book length that they used to have these things called books, and they were shorter. It's more like a chapter now. But the first book-length treatise was Plato's Republic. And towards the end, actually it's in the very first book, around the middle of the book, somebody says, well, what makes somebody strong? What makes them good? What makes them excellent? And Socrates is the main character in the Platonic dialogues, he asks, so how do you know? What's the measure of excellence? When people say y'all are really good, when they recognize that the nurses from the Lowenberg School are excellent, what's the measure? And one of the things that Socrates is pointing out is that excellence in a craft is not self-serving. He says, what about a doctor? He asks, what about a trainer or a coach? How do you measure excellence? And he says, it's pretty clear. The excellence is how those do that this craft is meant to serve. So your measure of excellence is how well you serve others. So, the doctor that has a great big house because he's prescribing lots of things that a patient does not need might be a great business person, but that person is not an excellent doctor. An excellent doctor has in mind the welfare of the patient, and all of the actions are directed to that. The excellence of a nurse is how well the patients fare. And when you go to work, what you're thinking about the whole time is how you serve others. So that makes it a very noble profession. And so congratulations on that profession, and congratulations on achieving this level so that you are on the way to being an excellent nurse, serving others, serving our community, and being a great representative of the college and the university. So thank you and congratulations.
Thank you, Dr. Ninian, for your leadership and your insightful remarks. We truly appreciate your dedication and commitment to the University of Memphis, as well as your commitment to our LCON family. At this time, Dr. Slater would like to present a token of our appreciation to you for your leadership. Let's give Dr. Ninian another round of applause, if you guys don't mind. All righty, I would now like to welcome Dr. Gloria Carr, Associate Professor at LCON and the President of the Beta Theta at Large Chapter of Sigma Theta Tau International, the Honor Society of Nursing. Dr. Carr.
Thank you. Good evening. Sigma Theta Tau International, the Honor Society for Nursing, was founded by 6 nursing students at the Indiana University Training School for Nurses in 1922, with this mission to develop connected, empowered nurse leaders to transform healthcare globally. Over the last 100 years, Sigma has grown to over 135,000 members in more than 540 chapters, representing 700 institutions of higher education in all 6 continents in over 100 countries. The Lowenberg College of Nursing is a member of the Beta Theta at Large chapter of Sigma. As the Beta Theta at Large president and representative here today, I am honored to recognize the baccalaureate and graduate students who have demonstrated excellence in scholarship and has exhibited exceptional achievements in their nursing education. Many of our fall graduates were recently inducted into this prestigious society because of their academic excellence, ethical conduct, and professionalism. Would those of you who were newly inducted into Sigma Please stand and be recognized. Congratulations. You may be seated. Each semester, senior students conduct quality improvement projects in many facilities they complete their final semester. We had the privilege and honor of reviewing 5 projects, presentations submitted by faculty. Our charge was to select a winner based on an 8-criteria evaluation. This was hard, y'all. They were excellent. The submissions were extremely good. However, we do have a winner. The winner is Shanice Moore. Shanice, are you here tonight? No? Oh, hi, Shanice. Come forward, Shanice, to receive your award. Shanice's presentation was compelling, it was informative, and very enlightening. Congratulations, Shanice. She has an award certificate as well as a monetary prize. Again, congratulations, and thank you for your attention.
Thank you, Dr. Carr, and congratulations again, Ms. Moore. Another round of applause for her, if you don't mind. It's great. I would next like to invite to the podium Dr. Tracy Power, Clinical Assistant Professor at LCON and President of the Greater Memphis Chapter of the American Association of Critical Care Nurses. Dr. Power.
Thank you, Dr. Whitaker. Students, families, faculty, and distinguished guests. My name is Dr. Tracy Power, and I am the president of the Greater Memphis Area Chapter of the Association of Critical Care Nurses. I'm here to present the Greater Memphis Area Chapter of the American Association of Critical Care Nurses Excellence in Critical Care Nursing Award. AACN, which is our association, was established in 1969 to support the education and professional development of critical care nurses. Our Greater Memphis Area Chapter was started in 1973. This professional nursing association has grown to be one of the largest specialty nursing organizations in the world, with over 500,000 members. The mission of AACN is to create a healthcare system driven by the needs of patients and families where acute and critical care nurses make their optimal contribution. AACN is recognized as the expert in setting the standards of patient care that contribute to the best patient outcomes. Each year, the Greater Memphis Area Chapter presents the Excellence in Critical Care Nursing Award to a Lowenberg College of Nursing graduating undergraduate. The criteria for this award includes a senior nursing student in good standing with an overall GPA above 3.0, a student who demonstrates a passion for excellence, integrity, accountability, and commitment to quality, and a student who demonstrates the behaviors of inquiry, resilience, and engagement in the nursing role in the clinical area and classroom activities. AACN's national theme this year is Rooted in Strength. This theme was also used in the selection criteria. From our president, Beth Walton, it's our roots as a group of indomitable nurses, roots that will hold us up firm, lift us up, nurture, and strengthen us all. The recipient of this award demonstrates a passion for excellence and is unwavering in his commitment to provide quality care to his patients and their families. He has utilized his clinical setting to fully engage in the nursing role, taking time to learn new skills and to develop his priority setting and critical thinking skills. These skills, his positive attitude, and the roots Lowenberg College of Nursing has provided will help him to be unstoppable in his transition into the critical care setting. He is truly rooted in strength. We look forward to the recipient of this award joining the nursing workforce, and we welcome him into the critical care family as he starts his practice in a local intensive care unit. The winner of this year's Excellence in Critical Care Nursing Award is Tristan McSweeney. Tristan, are you here tonight? He's working in the ICU. He is receiving an award, a certificate, and a monetary award to help him pay for his NCLEX. And I will get his award to him soon. Thank you.
All righty, back up, right? Here we go. Thank you, Dr. Power, and congratulations again, of course, to Tristan. The Lowenberg College of Nursing supports chapters of the National Student Nurses Association at both our Memphis and our Lambeth campuses. NSNA's stated mission is to mentor students preparing for initial licensure as registered nurses and to convey the standards, ethics, and skills that students will need as responsible and accountable leaders and members of the profession. The SNA Association chapter here at LCON seeks to support nursing students by providing mentorship, resources, activities, and leadership opportunities to assist in their academic careers and beyond. We would like to take this time now to recognize our graduating students who have served as officers of the SNA during their time at LCON. Will you please stand? Here you go. Thank you for your service and your dedication to SNA and to LCON. Now I would like to introduce Hamza Ibrahim, President of the LCON Student Nurses Association Memphis chapter, to present the Operation Tucci Award. Please welcome Hamza to the podium.
I'm not gonna lie, all I could think about was not falling on the stairs while I walked up here. Okay, all right. David Santucci graduated from LCON in 2013 and was employed as a registered nurse at Methodist Hospital in Memphis. On August 13th, 2013, David was tragically murdered during an attempted robbery. Nelson Glenn and friends of David Santucci established the Operation Santucci Fund in recognition of his short and exemplary nursing career. The fund provides students selected by LCON's Student Nurses Association with money to pay for the NCLEX licensing exam. The recipient of the Operation Tucci Award has demonstrated LCON's core values of caring, integrity, diversity, and leadership, as well as the compassion and commitment to the profession embodied by David Santucci himself. I would like to welcome to the stage to be recognized for this fall's recipient, Devontae Yates.
Thank you, Hamza. And congratulations again to Devontae. Can we give him another round of applause? Great. At this time, it's my pleasure to introduce our BSN student speaker for this evening, Walker Williams from our Lambeth BSN program.
First, I want to start by saying congratulations to you all for making it through and being here tonight. I think we all know how difficult it's been. And after Sunday, you will officially be awarded your Bachelor of Science in Nursing, and shortly after, you'll pass your NCLEX and become a registered nurse. I want everyone to take a moment to think about what it took for you to be here tonight. Had to keep it sappy. I want you to think about what the single hardest obstacle you had to overcome throughout your college journey. Was it your grades in pharm? Was it your mental health and not the course? Or maybe the loss of a loved one? One thing is certain, you made it. And let me put an emphasis on you made it. This is your degree, and no one can define it except yourself. This is such a strange time for us to be graduating, going straight into the middle of a global pandemic, which is just continuing to get worse. It feels just like last month, most of us were in twos, and we had just received the email that we were switching to remote learning. And I can say from experience, mental health was not very fun online, but we made it through. It's crazy to think about that was just under 2 years ago, and look at how far we've come since then. I can't even begin to express how proud I am of all of us. We've each encountered our own individual struggles and failures during our time here at U of M, but this is without a doubt our biggest success. Enjoy this moment and reflect on what it took for you to be here now. The idea of envisioning your future without referencing to the past will only leave you in the present. My fellow nurses, soon we are about to have the ability to impact a life with every room that we walk into. I'm sure we all know how challenging this program has been overall, but I feel confident that we are all prepared for what's to come throughout our career, both the good and the bad. Soon we are going to have a degree and be alumni from a nationally ranked program. Soon, all of us are going to start our first job with our degree, and as Young Dolph once said, get paid. Once again, I'm so proud of all of us. Enjoy tonight and the days to come with yourself, your family, your friends. Stay safe, and I love you all. Go Tigers.
Thank you, Walker. Another round of applause for Walker, right? It's great. Walker, we look forward to hearing about your career as you grow in the profession and get paid, of course, okay? All right, good deal. Next, I am honored to introduce our MSN student speaker, Morgan Mellison, a graduate of our Executive Leadership MSN program. Ms. Mellison.
Hello, graduates, friends and family of graduates, and distinguished faculty. Like many of you noted already, I can't believe we're finally here. Not only because it's the first time back since COVID, but here as graduates. The last 2 years have been a grueling battle. For those of us within the executive leadership program, we've all maintained full-time jobs. Some of us are leaders within our organizations, while others are boots-on-the-ground bedside clinicians. However, no matter what role we play, we still played full-time student. There were midnight discussion postings, last-minute paper submissions, sleepless nights spent worrying about project presentations. I know things seem particularly bleak when trying to fit in 40 hours of clinical time into an already full 40-hour work week. Yet the hard truth is that isn't where the battle ended. We weren't just going to grad school and working, we were going to grad school and working during COVID. Many of the graduate students here tonight have been fighting on the front lines. They've been doing CPR in the ICU multiple times a day. They've been giving bad news to families over FaceTime. They've been trying to understand why one person makes it and another one dies. They've been crying in the hallway because they're just so emotionally, physically, and spiritually exhausted. I, unfortunately, was one of the few, or one of the many, that lost a loved one over the last 2 years. My father died after a very short but aggressive fight with pancreatic cancer during my 3rd semester of school. He was a lifelong academic, always pushing me to expand my knowledge and pursue an advanced degree. But after his death, I lost all motivation, and I decided I was going to take a break from school. I was fully prepared to fail all of my classes and had prepped talking points to present to my husband, knowing that he'd be unsupportive of my choice and would want me to finish. I would have to say I was fully committed to that failure. So I made a plan, and I told myself, I'm going to tell him tomorrow. And then tomorrow came, and I said, I'll just wait one more day. And then the next day came, I said the same thing, and the same after that. And then without even realizing it, somehow I'd finished the semester. I was lucky enough to have an incredible family to support me, amazing classmates who understood when I missed a group project, or a meeting for a group project, and a very patient preceptor who has now become one of my primary mentors. I would not have made it through without their help, so thank you. See, to me, that's the real product of this program. The bonds you build, the connections you make, the future you create. But I'm not alone in my hardships. Each and every one of us has fought a private battle during this journey. But look how far we've come. I'm so proud of each and every one of you who have persevered and fought and won, and is now sitting here tonight a graduate. So congratulations to you all. Graduate students, I'm so lucky to have done this with you. And undergraduates, welcome to the world of nursing. We look forward to seeing you in our hospitals soon. Thank you, and again, congratulations.
Thank you, Morgan. Let's give another applause. That was great. That was great. Thank you. Morgan, we thank you for those inspiring words, and we wish you the best as you advance on your leadership journey. And your resilience, we know that your family's proud and your father's proud as well. Before we continue with our hooding and our pinning ceremony, I would like to recognize our students that have distinguished themselves in their academic work by graduating with honors. As listed in the program, as I identify each honors group, please stand. Summa cum laude, who will be recognized at commencement with gold honor cords. Please stand. That's right, that's right. Be proud of it. You deserve it. You may be seated. Magna cum laude, who will be recognized at commencement with red honors cords. Great job. You may be seated. And cum laude, who will be recognized at commencement with white honors cords. You may be seated. That's her baby. We hear you, Mama. It is my pleasure now to introduce our Director of Clinical Education, Dr. Danielle Gunter, who is also a December 2002 BSN graduate of the University of Memphis Laurinburg College of Nursing, to provide a tad bit of history about our hooding and pinning ceremony and serve as the announcer for our ceremony. Dr. Gunter.
Adjust this for the shorty here. Thank you, Dr. Whitaker. I am Dr. Danielle Gunter, the Director of Clinical Education for the Laurinburg College of Nursing. I am pleased to begin our ceremony with the hooding of our MSN graduates. The academic hood symbolizes the attainment of advanced academic and professional achievement. The hoods are worn over the graduation gown and draped down the back to signify the degree obtained and the university where the degree was awarded. The degree is signified by the color of velvet on the hood, which is seen on both the front and the back. For the nursing degree, the color is apricot. Before we begin the hooding, I would first like to recognize our faculty marshals who are serving for this evening's convocation ceremony. Professor Melanie Jacobs, Dr. Candace McGowan, and Dr. Michelle Baldwin. We will begin our hooding ceremony with graduates of our MSN Family Nurse Practitioner Program. I welcome to the front of the stage Dr. Tracy Collins, Director of the Family Nurse Practitioner Program, to lead the hooding. Assisting her are fellow F&P faculty, Dr. Tamika Bolden, Dr. Stacy Labar Powell, and Dr. Jason Sasser. Will the candidates for the Master of Science degree in nursing, Family Nurse Practitioner, as well as our Family Nurse Practitioner Postmaster Certificate recipients, please stand and present to the podium. The moment you've all been waiting for. Amanda Holder. Dakia Jackson. Elizabeth Lancaster. And Michelle Elrod. Perfect, yeah, for these. Hillary Brewer. Bethany Williams. Stevie Collins. Mikhail Phillips. Congratulations. Brittany Woods. Tasha Wilson. Candace Sheffield. And Lisa Turi. Congratulations. Adrian Walton. Janae Henderson. Congratulations. That's it. Next, we will continue hooding with our Executive Leadership MSN graduates. I welcome to the front of the stage Dr. Teresa Richardson, Director of the Executive MSN Program. Will the candidates for the Master of Science degree in Nursing, Executive MSN, please stand and present to the podium? Our first graduate, who is on stage with us and served as our MSN speaker, is Morgan Melansol. Congratulations, Morgan. Brennan Hooper. Amanda Guess. Congratulations. Thank you, Dr. Richardson. We would also like to offer congratulations to our nursing education MSN graduates. I do not believe any of them are in attendance this evening. Is that correct? Okay. We'd like to offer them congratulations. We will now continue with the pinning ceremony of our baccalaureate graduates. The history of the pinning ceremony can be traced back to the Crusades of the 12th century, when a group of knights received a Maltese pin in recognition for their service in caring for the sick and the injured. Also, the founder of professional nursing, Florence Nightingale, was honored with the Red Cross pin to recognize her service to injured men during the Crimean War. Afterwards, the Wolverton Royal Hospital in England initiated the tradition of presenting all graduates with a badge upon completion of their program of study. In 1880, nursing graduates at the Bellevue School of Nursing in New York City were believed to be the first to receive a nursing pin during graduation in the United States. As with those who came before you, your Lowenberg College of Nursing pin provides you with the distinction of being an esteemed LCON graduate, but also imparts on you the call of service to your patients, families, and communities. The LCON pin is in the shape of the Maltese cross, as you can see here on my collar, with its 4 prominent arms. For the Hospitaller Brothers of the Order of St. John, who adopted the cross in the 11th century, the 4 arms of the cross symbolize the 4 cardinal virtues of prudence, justice, temperance, and fortitude. For our LCON graduates, these 4 arms also represent our 4 core values of caring, diversity, integrity, and leadership. These arms are a reminder that we should treat all our patients with respect, love, and care, no matter their backgrounds, identities, or beliefs. On the LCON pin in the center of the Maltese cross is the lamp of knowledge. Florence Nightingale was dubbed the Lady with the Lamp after her habit of making nursing rounds at night. She introduced that light into the darkest of corners, dispelling worry and fear. The lamp is now an international nurse symbol that is widely known to symbolize Nightingale and her transforming work in the nursing profession. Her lamp became synonymous with goodwill, reliability, and compassion, which are all attributes that are highly desirable in the field of nursing today. In this portion of the ceremony, we present our candidates for the Bachelor of Science in Nursing with the Lowenberg College of Nursing pin. I welcome to the front of the stage Dr. Joy Hoffman, Director of the BSN program, to lead the pinning. Assisting her with the pinning ceremony are Professor Samantha Calhoun, Dr. Ashante Coleman, Professor Julie Couples, Dr. Marie Gill, Dr. Shkindia Papernicku, Dr. Tracy Power, Dr. Janae Strong, Dr. Paula Walker, and Dr. Linda Billings. Will the candidates for the Bachelor of Science in Nursing degree please rise and present to the platform? We will start with our BSN student speaker, Mr. Walker Williams. Christopher Jones. Micah Moore. Dion Thorne. Ashland Ray. Hannah Adkins. Kelly Pham. Amber Bowling. Kaylee Griesbeck. And Sarah Armstrong. Congratulations, everyone. Catherine Fletcher. Katie Ricks. Michael Anderson. Tavia Muldrew. Alyssa Kintanar. Terica Foltz. Charlay Shuttlesworth. Sapna Patel. Cyan Dyson. Brittany Chambers. Congratulations, everyone. Jennifer Quick. Alicia Mosley. Kelsey Schrecker. Juliana Justice. Sarah Clark. Daly Barham. Samantha Touche. Aliana Marquez. Ana Arandia. Harrison Watts. Congratulations. Jennifer Bailey. Rose Hull. Abigail Fowler. Tyler Hutcherson. Cannon Morris. Alexandria Grooms. Grace Daughtry. Emily Mahan. Erica Hood. Regina Welling. Congratulations. Cassidy Cameron. Cesar Suarez. Madison Ray. Stacy Wyckoff. Kelly Kidros. Alexandria Fumageli. Savannah Thompson. Jamie Morrow. Kiara Dawkins. Rachel Bolding. Congratulations. Caitlin Thomas. Erica Words. Chandrika Sessom. Kalia Janae Anderson. Jakira Scaife. Raven Simpson. Eniola Ashade. Janae Adams. Chandalyn Anthony. Daniela Corona. Congratulations. Crystalline Fenton. Ronisha Howell. Aaron Newman. Malak Amro. Precious Ina. Sadie Crouch. Dominique Nandala. Nashandra Davis. Jordan Parnell. Jalen Davis. Congratulations. Shanice Moore. Destiny Stuckey. Jamie Nelson. Corinthian Collins. Kennedy Hall. Deja Tripp. Amber Davis. Richard White. Ashley Williams. Jada Eason. Congratulations. Ashika McDonald. Rayshandra Jones. Lindsay Webb. Devontae Yates. Lexus Moore. Jasmine Younger. Avon Pruitt. Avion Pruitt, excuse me. Elena Downen. Rebecca Bland. Megan Clancy. Congratulations. Hannah Pritchard. Stella Gill. Joy Rimmer. Jasmine Hernandez. Deshay Davis. Brittany Jones. Jessica Emerson. Jacob Harper. Sincere Anthony. Congratulations. Cameron Walker. Trace Stepney. Dewana Jackson. Lakendra Millbrook. Ebony Chafin. Congratulations. Thank you, faculty. Let's have one more round of applause for all our BSN graduates. At this time, I would ask that all graduates, faculty, and nurses please stand. Please stand. Raise your right hand, and together we will recite the International Pledge for Nurses. This pledge is printed in the Convocation program and can also be viewed on the overhead screen. In full knowledge of the obligations I am undertaking, I promise to care for the sick with all the skills and understanding I possess, without regard to race, creed, color, politics, or social status, sparing no effort to conserve life, to alleviate suffering, and to promote health. I will respect at all times the dignity and religious beliefs of the patients under my care, holding in confidence all personal information entrusted to me, and refrain from any action which might endanger life or health. I will endeavor to keep my professional knowledge and skill at the highest level and to give loyal support and cooperation to all members of the health team. I will do my utmost to honor the International Code of Ethics applied to nursing and to uphold the integrity of the professional nurse. Thank you. Please be seated.
Thank you, Dr. Gunter. On behalf of the faculty, staff, and administration of the Laurinburg College of Nursing and the University of Memphis, please accept our sincere congratulations. Let's have one more round of applause for our graduates. Before we conclude, I would like to take a moment to recognize our extraordinary convocation ceremony committee and team who are listed in your program that you'll see. This group of individuals worked tirelessly over the last month to ensure we had an outstanding ceremony now that we are back in person with one another. I would also like to thank the Rose Theater team, including Ms. Elizabeth Fudge, who's the manager for Event Support and Services, for their work this evening. Finally, I would like to thank our leaders and our Student Nurses Association, who also assisted with this evening's ceremony as well. Let's give these teams one more round of applause, if you don't mind. We wish our graduates the best on their nursing journeys. We are proud to have you as LCON graduates and are eager to follow you as you progress in your careers. We hope that you will stay in touch with us, and when you are ready, you will return to LCON to advance your education, of course. They're like, wait a minute, we're just graduating. Give us some time, right? This concludes our ceremony. Audience, if you will, remain seated for the recession of the platform party first, and then the graduates. After the recession, please join us in the foyer area for refreshments. That's right, refreshments. That's right. We will now exit the theater 2 by 2 as a symbol of the professional interactions and relationships that you will experience in healthcare. Thank you all and have a great evening.